Hello, viewers. I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal. Stand before you with a topic Major Tribal Movements in India, Part 3. In plus 3 fifth semester DSE-2 paper, there is a chapter Major Tribal Movements in India. But in major tribal movements in India, part 1 video I have discussed Tomar movement, Kherwar movement, Santhal movement. In major tribal movements in India, part 2 video I have discussed Sardari Larai or Mukti Larai movement and Birsa Munda revolt. And today, in major tribal movements in India, part 4 video, I will discuss two more tribal movements like Devi movement in Gujarat and Jitu Santhal movement in Malda. And so, in major tribal movements in India, part 3, today's video I will discuss two important tribal movements in India like Devi movement in Gujarat and Jitu Santhal's movement in Malda. But before I discuss today's video, which will start from Devi movement in Gujarat and which will end on Jitu Santhal movement, I want to inform my viewers that the name of my channel is @Dilip Kumar Pal 9375. Never forget. In this channel, you will find videos from plus 2 level to plus 3 level. So far as plus 3 level is concerned, in this channel you will find videos from plus 3 first semester to 6th semester politics and honors, videos from plus 3 first semester to 5th semester ethics and values, videos from plus 3 first semester to 2nd semester politics and general elective, and some videos of environmental studies of plus 3 first semester. And so far as plus 2 level is concerned, in this channel, entire plus 2 courses of plus 2 second year are found in this channel with objective questions. And some videos of plus 2 first year also are found in this channel. And I inform my viewers that in my channel, all the courses of plus 2 second year, both English and Odia, are found in this channel. So let us start. Devi movements in Gujarat. But before we discuss Devi movement in Gujarat, I want to inform my viewers that before we discuss Devi movements in Gujarat, we must know first of all the meaning of tribals. Then we will discuss tribal movements. So who are tribals? Tribals are those persons who are natives of a country or indigenous people of a land who are not found in Indian caste structure. They are not included in the Indian caste structure and they are in socially disadvantaged position. They are facing a lot of social problems. They are known as tribals. And these tribals carried out various movements against social injustices made towards them. Tribals or natives or indigenous people or aboriginals made various movements against different types of injustices made toward them. Major tribal movements are mentioned below. So already we have discussed in major tribal movements part 1, Tomar movement, Kherwar movement, Santhal movement. In major tribal movements part 2, I have discussed Sardari Larai or Mukti Larai movement and Birsa Munda revolt. Today I will discuss Devi movement in Gujarat 1922 to 1923. Devi movement in Gujarat from 1922 to 1923. What this movement is? Devi movement in Gujarat was initially a social reform movement, and later on it participated in national freedom movement under Mahatma Gandhi against British rule. So Devi movement in Gujarat, primarily a social reform movement, but later on it became a political movement because it participated in India's freedom struggle. Devi movement in Gujarat was initially a social reform movement, and later on it participated in national freedom movement under Mahatma Gandhi against British rule. So initially Devi movement in Gujarat was a social reform movement, and later on it participated in India's freedom struggle under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, and it became a political movement also. In the initial stage, it was a social reform movement because this movement wanted to bring social reforms in the social life of Adivasis in the region of South Gujarat. In the initial period, it was a social reform movement because it wanted to bring about reforms in the social life of Adivasis of South Gujarat region. In the initial stage, it was a social reform movement because this movement wanted to bring social reforms in the social life of Adivasis in the region of South Gujarat. Initially, it was a social reform movement because it wanted to bring about reform in social life of Adivasis in South Gujarat. This Devi movement was started when it was believed that Devi Salabai to have appeared and instructed Adivasis to bring change in their social life by abstaining from eating flesh, liquor or toddy, it is a type of drink, take bath daily, use water rather than a leaf to clean off after defecation, keep houses clean, to release or sell goats and chicken which were kept for eating or sacrifices, and to boycott Parsi liquor dealers and landlords. So how Devi movement started? It was believed that Devi Salabai. It was believed that this movement was started when it was believed that Devi Salabai to have appeared, she appeared and instructed Adivasis to bring a change in their social life. How? By abstaining from, by keeping them aloof from eating flesh, liquor or toddy. Toddy is a type of liquor which is being prepared from palm tree. Then take bath daily. Use water rather than leaf to clean up after defecation. Means after defecation means after leaving stool. They should use water in place of leaf. Then to release or sell goats or chicken which were kept for eating, and sacrifices to give away or to release goats and chicken which were kept for eating or sacrifices, and to boycott Parsi liquor dealers and landlords. So how Devi movement started? It was believed that Devi Salabai appeared and she instructed Adivasis to bring about a change in their social life. How? Not to eat flesh, not to drink liquor or toddy, take bath daily, use water rather than leaf to clean up after defecation. Defecation means after leaving stool. Keep houses clean, to release or sell goats or chicken which are kept for eating and sacrifices, to release chicken or goats which are kept for eating or sacrifices, and to boycott Parsi liquor dealers and landlords. Those who failed to obey these divine orders were believed to suffer misfortune, go mad, or even die. So they were instructed Adivasis to bring about changes in their social life, and those who will not carry out her order, they will die, or they will become mad, or they will face some misfortune. After that, by December 1922, the movement started to spread entire tribal regions, including Surat city. After that, by December 1922, the movement started to spread in the entire tribal regions, including Surat city. This movement made those classes its target who were exploiting tribals and were dealing with liquor trade. This movement targeted landlords, liquor dealers, those who were exploiting tribals. Even they decided to take bath when crossed by the shadow of a Parsi. They hated Parsi liquor dealers so much that they decided to take bath when crossed by the shadow of a Parsi. If they will come across the shadow of a Parsi, they will take bath. But towards the end of December 1922, this is all about in the initial stage. But towards the end of December 1922, it became a part of non-cooperation movement of Gandhi. But towards the end of December 1922, it became a part of non-cooperation movement of Mahatma Gandhi. Tribals started to boycott government schools and burn foreign clothes. In the last part of toward the end of December 1922, it became a part of non-cooperation movement of Mahatma Gandhi, and the members of this movement started to boycott government schools and burned foreign clothes. In the Kali Paraj conference held on 21st January 1923, presided by Vallabhbhai Patel, 20,000 Adivasis attended, and it was result to cutting toiletries, closure of liquor shops, propagation of Khadi. And this movement supported non-cooperation movement of Mahatma Gandhi, and they supported the movement of Mahatma Gandhi. So, in the Kali Paraj conference held on 21st January 1923, presided by Vallabhbhai Patel, 20,000 Adivasis attended. And it was resolved to cutting toddy trees. It was decided to cut toddy tree, palm tree, closure liquor shops, and propagate the use of khadi. So Devi movement was a social reform movement in the beginning, and later on it became also a political movement by supporting Indian national movement. So Devi movement of Gujarat initially was a social reform movement, later on it became a political movement. Now we'll discuss Jitu Santhal's movement in Malda, 1924 to 1932. Jitu Santhal's movement in Malda from 1924 to 1932. The Jitu Santhal movement was held between 1924 to 1932 under the leadership of Jitu Santhal of Kocha Kandahar village of Habibpur. Jitu Santhal movement was another movement which was held in Midnapur. Jitu Santhal movement was a movement which was held in Malda. The Jitu Santhal movement was held between 1924 to 1932 under the leadership of Jitu Santhal. Of which place? Of Kocha, K-O-C-H-A, Kocha, Kandahar, K-A-N-D-A-H-A, Kandahar village of Habibpur. He was supported by Swaraj Party and he was influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. So Jitu Santhal movement in Malda was led by Jitu Santhal. He was supported by Swaraj Party and he was influenced by the ideas of Mahatma Gandhi. Causes of the movement. Why Jitu Santhal movement took place? Causes. Santhal, an ethnic group, were oppressed and exploited by landlords, moneylenders and colonial government. The first cause of Jitu Santhal movement was that Santhals an ethnic group of tribal people were suppressed and exploited by whom? Landlords, moneylenders, and colonial government. It was the first cause. Number two, Santals were not included in the Hinduism. Santals were not included in Hinduism. It was second cause of this movement. Number three, there was sharp rise in essential commodities. There was sharp rise in the price of essential commodities. These are the three regions of Jitu Santals movement. But what was its goal? End exploitation and suppression of tenants from landlords, daikus means outsiders, moneylenders, and colonial rule. The first goal of this movement was to end suppression and exploitation of Santals from landlords, daikus means outsiders, moneylenders, and colonial rule. This is the first goal. Number two, include tribals in Hindu religion by urging them not to use pigs and fowls, birds kept for egg and flesh. And another object of this movement was to include tribals in Hinduism and urge tribals not to use pigs and fowls. Fowls means birds kept for egg and flesh. So another object of Jitu Santal movement was to include tribals in Hinduism, and its goal was to urge tribals not to use pigs and fowls, not to use pigs and not to keep fowls means birds used for eggs and flesh. Number three, land right to Santals. Another goal of this movement was to give land rights to Santals. Number four, not to give tax to the British government for cultivation of land. Another object of this movement was not to give tax to British government for cultivation of land. Fifth, raised awareness among Santals for their plight. Raised awareness among the Santals about their problems. 6. To establish Gandhi Raj in Santal region. To establish Gandhi Raj or Gandhian principles in Santal region. Suppression of this movement was suppressed. How? In December 1932, Jitu Santal was shot and killed by police, and his supporters were killed and arrested. By this, the movement was suppressed. This movement was suppressed. How? Jitu Santal was shot, was fired and killed by police, and his supporters were killed and arrested. By this, movement was suppressed. Jitu Santal was shot dead, and his supporters, among his supporters, some were arrested and some were killed. By this movement was suppressed. So, I request my viewers not to forget to subscribe my channel, so new videos will come to you, and aware of your friends about this channel, so that some students will be benefited. Remember, by giving help to anybody, we will not have loss. It will be a work of a human being. And again, I want to inform my viewers that +2 second year political science courses entirely are found in this channel, including the short questions. And please award this to +2 second year students. Thank you. Have a good day.